I'm gonna tell y'all, one, how you know you shifted into a new timeline, and two, little things you can look at and how you know if somebody came with you to that new timeline. Because I've been shifting through timelines like a mother lover. Okay, so let me tell you how this works, because your brain wants to make everything logical and make it make sense in a logical point. So the way these timeline shifts appear to us as a chronological timeline, they appear just like things happening normal. You gotta be super aware and super in tune and trust your inner voice when you realize and recognize your jumping timelines, right? So let me give you a short example. One time, I met this guy, right? Years ago, I met this guy, and he was cool, normal meeting, right? I seen him a couple of times a week in the area. I maybe seen him about 4 or 5 times, right? In the area that I seen him at, I frequently visited, right? I stopped seeing him for like a month, maybe 2 weeks. I was doing my thing. Next time I seen him, he looked 10 years older. Like on that movie, on that TV series, 11/23/22/63 or whatever. He looked like 10 years older, and I was tripping, and I was like, what's up, bro? Da-da-da-da, how you doing? Da-da-da. But I was really, I was tripping to the point where I'm like, am I gaslighting myself? He didn't look that old just a week ago, and my logical mind is like, check this box, check his pictures, da-da-da-da. I go to his profile pictures, he always looked like that on all his pictures, on his Facebook. All he got his pictures like that, but he didn't look like that a week ago. Timeline shift. That was a pretty aggressive one though, because of how quick he aged. Usually it's not that aggressive. Let me tell you how it usually is. Well, it all is pretty aggressive. It could be something as simple as maybe your whole life you've been trying to get your mama to be a vegetarian. She been double, triple, quadruple, octuple, double down and octuple downing on she is staying on her diet. You go to sleep one day, most likely after you released the attachment to her, whatever she eat. Then you wake up one day and she give you a phone call like, you know what? I think I'm ready to be vegetarian. You're like, that's a timeline shift, my guy. When you start seeing people in higher vibrations around you, that starts to tell you, especially people who you were pretty sure weren't going to raise their vibration or wasn't even aware of this journey, that's a timeline shift. You're elevating, so your reality around you has to match it, right? The people closest by you have to match it. Let me tell you one last example. This one was my most recent shift, and I made this video because I just seen a video talking about we just had a timeline shift the other day, and I know we just had a timeline shift because I experienced a shift symptom. And then the fact that I was thinking about it, and then it came on my phone again, you know, whatever. Just let me know I'm in alignment, or the algorithm is reading my mind like it always does. But anyways, the other day, I was kicking it with my homie, who I see all the time. Today, or the other day, I walk up on him and I'm like, what's up, bro? And then I really start looking at him and I'm like, bro, did you get taller? Are you like 6'2"? Why? I'm 6 foot. Why am I looking like 2 inches up to you? Why do I even gotta do this? Like, before we was eye to eye, what the fuck, what is that? He's like, I've always been 6'2". I'm like, no, you haven't. He's like, I've always been 6'2", bro, since you met me. I'm like, okay. So this is a new version of you, apparently. I'm on a new timeline. This is this version of you, okay? That other version didn't make it back, I guess. And then I call my partner. I'm like, I'm trying to see if this is my partner or if this is another version. I'm like, hey, you know so-and-so? How tall you think so-and-so been this whole time? Like my height, right? Like 6 foot, right? Like 6 foot. Yeah. He been like 6 foot. Y'all been the same height the whole time. I said, why he like 6'2" now? Out of nowhere. Grown-ass man, not no kid. Grown-ass man, older than me. She like, he's what? I'm like, he's 6'2". She's like, no, he not. I'm like, that's what I thought. Then I told her, yo, we might have shifted timelines, and it looked like you came with me, boo. This that same version of you. You must be consciously elevating. But anyways, that's a way you can tell if somebody shifted with you. You feel me? If you check all your little, I call them like reality checks, to make sure everything is good, and things are looking off, and then you call somebody like, hey, this is a little off, right? If they not like, hell yeah, then you might be in a new timeline, and they might be in that old one, and this is that version of them in this timeline. Look at Rick and Morty, for example. If you need a visualizations for all my visual learners, if you look at Rick and Morty, how Rick jumps from parallel universe, Rick C137, Rick 64, Rick da-da-da-da. That's exactly what we got, and we just went through another shift. I've come to the conclusion that you do not have to fight the system. You build a system, right? You build your own system, and in the midst of building your own system, you vibrate to a reality where that system is supported and embraced. Period. I'm dropping bombs. You don't have to fight the system. When you focus on the system too much, you vibrate yourself to an even deeper part of that system. There's a version of Earth right now, that shit really went to hell a couple years ago. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, what did y'all notice on this timeline shift? My homie got faster. I feel brand new. I feel like an evolved Pokemon just my vessel ain't changed yet. You know how the light flickers and then the body changes? I feel like the flickering light in my light has changed, but my body is about to match it. Like, I feel brand new. I feel like a blockage has been lifted. I feel like this is the reality right now. Things are easily in flow, and things have always been in flow, but I can just feel it in the air. I can sense it. I'm more psychic. I'm more intuitive. I'm more elite. Oh my God. What do you notice on this shift? Peace.